Hi everybody, Hania here with a summary of February 3rd's board meeting. I was not there, but I did listen to the whole meeting and was able to go through my notes before and afterwards. First, I wanted to thank the GROTC from Central High School. They're the ones that were there under the leadership of Commander Larry Benzo. Thank you so much for spending the beginning of our meeting with us. Then on to the consent agenda, which was approved as listed, and that included to have the Rogers GROTC Military Ball, that it's on April 25th. It was approved to have it at TU's Allen Chapman Activity Center. Also allowing the Oklahoma Department of Wildlife Conservation and the Oklahoma Aquatic Education Fishing in Schools program to teach students about the sport of fishing, identifying fish, safety management, and outdoor ethics. Also replacing the wireless microphone system in our district to comply with the new Federal Communications Commission guidelines. The next thing that was approved was renewing the contracts with Cox for the Ethernet and Internet services that they provide. Also contracting with Municipal Finance Services to ensure that TPS meets their obligation for transparency in the municipal bond market, and contracts for the interior renovations of Rogers College Junior and High School Annex. The action agenda item was also approved, and it included approving the combined purpose general obligation bonds series 2020A items that were listed. On to the information agenda items. Remember that these are items that the board was able to have discussions with the members of the TPS team and were able to ask some questions. So if you have questions or comments or input about any of these items, please send me a message through Facebook Messenger, and I will try to get your answers as soon as I can. First is to approve an MOU or a Memorandum of Understanding with the Opportunity Project to implement supports and systems to provide after-school activities in schools. The next one is entering into an agreement with Tulsa Parks and the City of Tulsa so that we can use area streets and Leakey Park grounds and facilities for the Thoreau Demonstration Academy's Wolf 5K Run and Fun Walk that they will have on April 11th of this year. The next one is entering into a contract with Kincaid Coach Lines to provide bus transportation for McLean High School students to travel to Pine Bluff, Arkansas to actually visit a university that the students have expressed interest in learning more about, and that would be on April 3rd of this year. The next one is entering into a contract with the Yale Center for Emotional Intelligence to provide training and technical assistance services for the implementation of the Ruler program in McClure, Whitman, Eugene Field, Council Oak, Robertson, Grissom, and Hamilton, in addition to the Ruler district team. The next one is entering into a facilities usage agreement with TU so that they can house this summer's high school Kravis Summer Arts Camp, which will take place June 1st through 12th if approved. The next one is to delete policy 4804, which was a policy that was necessary to have in place in 2013 and 2014 to align with the Oklahoma State Department of Education, but it's now no longer necessary. So instead of having old policies that are not necessary, they're asking to go ahead and remove it or delete it. The next one is to adopt a new school board policy, 4413, employee fraternization, that provides clear guidance regarding personal and professional workplace interactions. And the next one is to amend two items, E13 and E15. They were on the October 21st agenda, and that included entering into a contract with a bidder for the secure entries at Carver Middle School and Project Accept, But the millwork contractor withdrew the contract because they would not be able to meet the timeline. So there were a couple of items regarding that. Then there are various items regarding bidders and contracts for the interior renovations at Patrick Henry Elementary. And last but not least, adjust the boundary of Cooper Elementary School by including Metroplex Garden Apartments. Back in 2013, they had approved a non-contiguous zone because Cooper was overcrowded, but now it's not, so they are able to have those students in their schools. However, any student and their siblings that are right now at Dolores Huerta can actually remain at Dolores Huerta if they choose. And actually, so this apartment complex is actually closer to Cooper Elementary than it is to Dolores Huerta. Then Dr. Gist announced that the staffing plan that they're planning, that they planned on presenting to the board, which happened this last week, was not going to include the changes they were planning on including for the Indian Education Department. The district plans on meeting with the Native American community and families to get more feedback, and then once it's ready, be able to bring it to the board, but not quite yet. Remember two things: that there's no school tomorrow for your kiddos. There's also no school for them on Tuesday. Tomorrow we're observing President's Day, and Tuesday teachers have professional development. The next board meeting, regular board meeting, will be February 24th, which is a week from tomorrow at 6:30 in the Selman room of the Education Service Center. And this Tuesday, so 2 days from now, we will have the special board meeting regarding the staffing plan for the next year. We had it this last week. However, we asked for it to be tabled so that we could have more time to read through it. And this Tuesday will be the vote. Again, if you have any questions at all, any comments, any concerns or suggestions, please feel free to send me a message via Facebook Messenger, and I will do my very best to get those answers to you. Thank you, and have a great rest of your weekend.